6'8" point guards are officially back in 2K26 and they're even better. This build gets a 98 driving dunk and legend posterizer. And with a 93 mid-range and legend set shot specialist, I do not miss. This build also gets Hall of Fame lightning launch, so I'm able to move around the court with ease. And with an 82 perimeter and an 85 steal rating, I'm locking up anybody like I'm a lockdown. This is by far the best day one all-around build that you could possibly make on NBA 2K26. It can literally do everything. All right, let's waste no time. Let's get right into it. Ladies and gentlemen, all that I ask is that you just leave a like on the video and subscribe. All right, let's go ahead and get right into it. And for the position, guys, we are not going to be going point guard, okay? We're going to be going with the shooting guard position because the tallest you can go at the PG position is 6'7", okay? So we're going to be going with the shooting guard position, and we're going to go all the way up to 6'8". Now, for our weight, we're going to be bringing that down a little bit. We're going to bring it all the way down to 185 pounds just to be the skinniest we could possibly be. And for the wingspan, this matters a lot in 2K26. Just like 2K25, the wingspan affects your shooting ratings, your rebound ratings, defensive ratings, all that stuff. So you got to keep that in mind. And just a quick heads up, the 2K25 builder and the 2K26 builder attribute wise is almost identical, but you do get slightly more attributes in 2K26, just a little bit. Now again, the main focus on this build was to make it all around. I wanted to dunk, I wanted to shoot, I wanted to play make, dribble, get rebounds, play defense, and overall just be fast around the court. Now the main reason why I went with a 6'10" wingspan is to get a 93 mid-range rating, okay? The reason why we're doing that is to get Hall of Fame set shot specialist. And eventually, you guys will see later on the video, I use my max +1 to get it on legend, but that's the main reason. We want a 93 mid-range rating. And I'm also going to be basing this build off of 3 cap breakers. I'm assuming there's going to be 1 cap breaker at level 40 in the season 1 pass. And I'm also going to be getting 2 more cap breakers in my finishing attributes because I'm going to be picking the finishing build specialization. And when I finish all 9 goals in the build specialization, I'm going to get 2 extra cap breakers. So I'm going to have 3 total. Like I said, for the mid-range, I really want that 93 mid-range rating so we get that Hall of Fame set shot specialist, which eventually we will get that to legend after we use our max +1. And again, assuming that we're going to be getting a cap breaker at level 40 in the season 1 pass, I'm going to be putting it on the mid-range rating. It's very expensive, so we're going to put it there. So just remember, we have Hall of Fame set shot specialist at the moment, okay? Now this is going to sound a little confusing, but remember, you know how 2K dropped the news a couple weeks ago about the builder, the max +1s? Just remember all of this. Now stay with me, it's going to be a little confusing, but let's break it down. Now keep in mind, there's going to be 2 max +1 badges from the season pass. There's going to be a tier 1 max +1 and a tier 2 max +2. There's also going to be 2 max +2s, assuming it's going to be from the season pass as well, a tier 1 version and a tier 2. And for my finishing specialization on this build, I'm going to get a max +1 and a max +2. I know it sounds all confusing, but stay with me. So once we use our first cap breaker and actually get it to a 93, we're going to have Hall of Fame set shot specialist, and then we are going to use the max +1 tier 1 from the season pass to get this up to legend, okay? But first, we're going to put our cap breaker on it. So we're going to bring our mid-range down to a 92. Once we put our cap breaker at 93, we're going to get Hall of Fame set shot and then use the max +1 to get it to legend, okay? Now for the driving dunk, we're putting this all the way up to a 91, but we're going to get it on 93 because we're going to be using our 2 cap breakers from the build specialization on driving dunk. So put it up by 2, you're going to get it on 93. Now, once you get it on 93, it's going to go up to gold posterizer. Now, in a second, we're going to put our vertical rating up to an 80. You need that for gold posterizer and for the contact dunk. But again, we're going to be using our 2 cap breakers on driving dunk to get that up to a 93. And then once posterizer is gold, we're going to be using our max +2 from our build specialization to make it go from gold to legend. So far, this build has legend set shot specialist and it also has legend posterizer. Now I was tweaking around with the builder for a bit. We're not going to be doing this in order. I'm just changing things around. Now for the pass accuracy on this build, I'm going to be going with a 71. It's really hard to make a super like high pass accuracy 6'8" build in this game if you really want to be able to do everything. And honestly, I think you're going to be fine with this build in the 3 setting, in the 2v2 settings, and obviously in the 1s, you're not really going to need pass accuracy at all. But yeah, I mean, for 5v5, you probably need to get it at least to a 78 or an 82 for like gold dimer. But I think a 71 pass accuracy is just fine, especially for a day 1 build. And also forgot to mention with a 71 pass accuracy, you get silver dimer. So yeah, I mean, you could throw it to your teammate. And honestly, a 71 pass rating, it's not too slow, to be honest. Now, I don't know why, but when I was making this build, I decided to bring the pass accuracy back down to 70. But you guys will see at the end of the video, it actually is eventually going to be a 71. Now, On to the ball handle rating. For this build at 6'8", we are going with an 85 ball handle. And the reason why we're doing that is to get the tier 3 momentum crossover. If you guys don't know what that is the fastest momentum that you could possibly get in 2K26. And remember, this information is really important because it's not put in the builder. Mike Wang said this like, I don't know, a couple weeks ago. He put it out on Twitter and he said, if you want to get that tier 3, aka the fastest momentum crossover in the game, you have to have at least an 85 ball handle. So at a 6'8", if we can get 85 ball handle, I'd say you definitely got to go with it. And you also get handles for days on silver, which isn't too bad, to be honest, to be 6'8". Now, I was looking at the speed with ball rating, and I do notice when you go 80, you do unlock some new takeovers. Unfortunately, I was being stupid at community day. I didn't look at it. I don't know why, but honestly, with this build, you really do not want to go 80 speed with ball, in my opinion, because all you really need is a 75. Now, let's break it down and show you guys why real quick. Now, the main two reasons why I'm going with a 75 speed with ball is, number one, you unlock Zach LaVine dribble style. I'm letting you guys know right now, that is the best dribble style for builds that can get a 75 speed with ball or higher. It is extremely quick. I highly recommend putting that on day one, okay? It's really good. Now, this build does get silver lightning launch. However, we are going to use our max +2 from the season pass, the tier 1 max +2 from the season pass, to get it up to Hall of Fame lightning launch. Now, do I think a 75 speed with ball with Hall of Fame lightning launch is going to be the same speed as with someone that has a 91 speed with ball and Hall of Fame lightning launch? Absolutely not, okay? Absolutely not, not at all. But I still think that it's going to make it a lot faster. And why not? Like, literally, why not do it? So far, we know that this build can shoot. It can dunk with legend poster. It gets legend set shot. It gets Hall of Fame lightning launch. It can play make. But most importantly, you cannot leave out defense, okay? If this is going to be an all-around build, it's got to be able to defend as well. For the interior defense rating, we're going to bring this up to a 60, okay? The reason why we're doing that is to get Paint Patroller on bronze, which eventually is going to be able to be put up to gold Paint Patroller. You guys are going to see in a second. Just bear with me. Now, if you do want Paint Patroller on bronze, you can't just have a 60 interior. This is kind of similar, just like 2K25. A lot of these attributes are basically the same to get certain badges. They tie in the same way like 2K25. So yeah, man, I mean, if you want Paint Patroller on bronze, you got to have 74 block and you got to have 60 interior. Now, this is big what I'm about to tell y'all. I'm going to use my tier 2 max +2 from the season pass on Paint Patroller. So Paint Patroller is going to go from bronze to gold. And I honestly think that's going to make a big difference. And plus a 74 block is really good. You get some good animations, especially if little guards try to come in the paint. I'm 6'8", I'm already taller, and I'm most likely going to get that block. I was kind of stuck on what I wanted to do with my steal rating. I was definitely considering going 79 steal just to get silver glove. But I really want that gold interceptor because I'm going to be playing lots of 2v2 on this build, and I think that's going to be pretty clutch. So 85 steal rating is also going to help with those blitz steals. Again, guys, blitz steals are in the game, and I think the higher the rating, the more likely you're going to be able to get those. So yeah, with an 85 steal, you get silver glove, you get gold interceptor. That's really good in my opinion. Now for the perimeter on this build, we're going to be going with an 82. Okay, this is an all-around build. These stats aren't like insane. We're not getting 99 and all these stats. This was not my goal for this build. I wanted this to be a very well-rounded build with lots of attributes in the high 80s, mid 80s, and use those max +2s and max +1s and max +2s from, you know, the season pass and the finishing specialization. I just wanted to really focus on having some decent attributes and using those max +1s to up the badges to Hall of Fame or Legend. That was my main goal with this build. So sorry for the yap, but with an 82 perimeter, we get Silver Challenger and we get All Fall Pest on gold as well. Now, once we upgrade a few other attributes, you guys are going to see these badges go up as well. Now, if you take a look at the bottom, to get Slippery Off Ball on gold, you need an 85 speed and you also need a 77 agility. So we have our agility already at a 77 and we really just need to bring our speed up to an 85. And as you guys can see, we get gold Slippery Off Ball. I know I keep bringing up these max +1s, max +2s, but stay with me. I'm going to be using the tier 2 max +1 from the season pass on gold Slippery Off Ball to get this up to Hall of Fame. There really wasn't anywhere else to put this tier 2 max +1 from the season pass, like really anywhere else. So why not put it on Hall of Fame Slippery Off Ball? Now, I think I found a way to cheese the builder a little bit. Remember, we still have one more max +1 from finishing specialization to use. And technically, Unpluckable, as you guys can see, is under post control. It's tied to post control rating. So we're going to be able to put Unpluckable up to gold using the max +1 from the build specialization. That's crazy. We just found a little loophole to make sure we don't get plucked as much. We had some leftover attributes, and offensive rebound and defensive rebound is relatively cheap on this 6'8" shooting guard build. So why not? I went with a 72 offensive rebound, a 69 defensive rebound. We're going to be able to snag over the little guard. So if I'm playing twos, or if I'm in a, if I'm playing threes and I'm in a situation where I'm boxing out against, if I'm matched up against another point guard that's shorter, I'm going to be able to get that rebound. Yeah, this build gets bronze rebound chaser and silver box out beast. This build is crazy. And I forgot to mention my 3-point rating is going to be an 80. I really wanted to get an 83 3-ball, but you could switch it up if you want. If you want to change some attributes around, feel free to. I probably could have brought like my pass accuracy down a little bit, maybe my rebounding, and still got that 83 limitless on bronze. But I think an 83-point rating is going to be fine on this build. And vertical on the very right side at the bottom right above me, you guys can see it. I have an 80 vertical. You need that. You must have that to get gold posterizer and to get that contact dunk as well. But we did have one attribute left over, so we just put it on free throw, and this is the maxed out build at 99 overall. This build is insane. The point of this build was to make it very well rounded to play just about every single mode, and I think this is going to be great for a day one build. And I also forgot to mention, with skilled slasher takeover, my driving dunk is literally going to be a 98, because obviously it says 96 at level 5, but we're going to use our 2 cap breakers on driving dunk. So we're going to have a 98 driving dunk at level 5. We're going to have an 85 3-point rating and also a 90, technically a 99 mid-range, because our mid-range is not a 93 at the moment, and it is with the cap breaker. So we're going to have a 99 mid-range and a 98 dunk and an 85 3. I'm telling y'all, man, this is the one to go with, bro. It's going to get 2 cap breakers on driving dunk to get that 93 dunk, legend posterizer with the max +2, gold unpluckable with the max +1. This build gets legend set shot specialist, so it's going to help you with that 83-point rating. This build's crazy. Legend poster, gold unpluckable, legend set shot specialist, Hall of Fame lightning launch. We get paint patroller on gold, slippery off ball on Hall of Fame. We get gold interceptor as well. We get some rebounding badges. This build is literally an all-around demigod. All right, so now I want to show you guys the builder screen once you click continue. And this is the build right here, ladies and gentlemen. My archetype name is a ball hawking midi slasher. So I get shades of Jerry Stackhouse, John Starks, and Clyde Drexler. I feel like that's kind of glitchy, man. Of course, the build name is a ball hawking midi slasher. I don't really know how I feel about that. I feel like it's kind of mid, not gonna lie. We got some pretty good go-to badges: Hall of Fame aerial wizard, gold deadeye, and gold shifty shooter as well. Shows the top attributes. Look at the strengths. It says sticks to middies with no hesitation, a poster waiting to happen, turns defense into offense, deadly in open floor situations. I think the coolest thing on this scouting report is look at the weakness. The weakness says no big weakness to report. So 2K basically just said this build is perfect. And these are all the signature styles that I was using in the My Player Builder tester. We're going to break that down real quick. Again, guys, you guys are going to see in a second, this Zach LaVine dribble style is absolutely insane. All right, so now I want to show you guys how this build is moving offensively. I want you guys to take everything you guys are seeing with a grain of salt, because obviously in the park, there's going to be stamina. There's going to be adrenaline bars, but I'm just showing you guys the possible combinations that you can get on this build. You guys are see, I'm moving, bro. I'm spamming escapes. This, and by the way, I didn't have like the dribble moves like fully figured out quite yet, but look, I'm bursting out of moves. I'm telling you guys, this Zach LaVine dribble style is very effective. Okay, look at me moving, bro. The possibilities are about to be endless. But again, guys, I cannot stress this enough. The 75 speed with ball is 100% worth it, because this Zach LaVine dribble style mixed with, pretty sure I have Tracy McGrady signature size up, bro. It's so good. Like, I highly recommend you guys, if you guys are going to go tall, like a super tall height in 2K26 for your first build, I recommend either going 6'6", which I'm about to show you guys a 6'6" build. I recommend going 6'6" or 6'8". Okay, 6'7" just isn't worth it in my opinion, because there's just no point in doing it. Okay, you still get a 75 speed with ball. Okay, you cannot get an 86 speed with ball at 6'7". So I think if you're gonna go 6'7", you might as well just go 6'6" or 6'8". Why be in between heights? It makes no sense. At 6'6", 86 speed with ball, gold lightning launch. 6'8", it's the same thing. You know what I mean? You're not gonna be quicker at 6'7". So sorry for the yap. I'm extremely tired right now, but I'm absolutely moving on this build. I hope you guys enjoyed the build. Now I'm going to show you guys the 6'6" version of a really well-rounded point guard build. So let's go ahead and get into it, and then I'm gonna show you guys a little Easter egg at the end of the video and show you guys some gameplay one-on-one against an actual user. Let's get into it. All right, now this is the 6'6" build that I made. It's a little bit different, less rebounding, slightly more perimeter, a little bit more interior. Overall, man, the attributes are pretty much the same. I'm putting the cap breakers the same exact places I did on my 6'8". Yeah, I mean, the only difference is you get an 86 speed with ball. So if you're going to use your max +2 on, you know, gold lightning launch, you can get it up to legend if you want. And you do unlock mixtape takeover, which gives you blurability, which is super OP. So you could go 6'6". I think this build looks pretty good, but I still feel like for my day one build, I'm going to go with that 6'8". I just don't think it's worth the 86 speed with ball. I really don't. But y'all let me know down below in the comment section what do you guys think about both those builds. Now I'm going to show you guys some one-on-one gameplay versus my boy Hollywood. And I actually was using the 6'6", not the 6'8", but let's go ahead and show you guys what the one-on-one gameplay is looking like. All right, here we are, man. We got some 1v1 gameplay. Also, this is what the My Court looks like in 2K26. You can fully customize the court, the walls, all that good stuff. The lighting looks a lot better than 2K25. But we're not here for the My Court. We're here for the gameplay. Now, I do want you guys to know that I did not have any custom SIGs on. Whenever you test your build and you click continue, it doesn't save the SIG. So these are just random signature styles that are on right now, but some of them were pretty good. Did you see that speed boost? Let's run it back. Look at that, bro. This build's gonna be crazy, man. Again, this is not the 6'8". This is the 6'6", but I promise the 6'8" can move just as fast. Okay, got another clip right here of me doing a push cross with the Devin Booker, taking it all the way with the meter dunk. Come on, man. All right, my boy Hollywood's checking up to me, hit a little triple threat. Hey, step back. I low-key should have shot that 3. I tried to take a dunk, but I still hit that shot. That green window was very, very small. And y'all really got to bear with me, bro. Like, you know, this is the first time me playing 2K26, so the dribble moves aren't going to look the best. But, dude, I'm just, like, bursting out of these moves. That was kind of a slow animation, but we got the meter dunk to go right there. Now, you guys are going to see in this clip right here, I get pretty saucy, and I shoot a limitless range shot without limitless range. And look how small that green window was. Look at it one more time. Bro, I really timed that right. That's kind of crazy. Man, just in general though, the gameplay is so much faster, bro. It's way more enjoyable than 2K25. That boost looked good right there. Another meter dunk. Let's see what we're gonna do right here. Got the rock, little dribble move over to the left, speed boost, pulling up with that 93 mid-range, getting the shot to go. Remember, we don't even have our max +1s or max +2s on this build right now. We got takeover. I'm toying around with Hollywood. I should have taken the free dunk right there the first time, but it's okay. It is what it is. All right, now it's time to get real shifty. Hold on. Come here, Hollywood. Little step back. Give me them ankles. Come here. Pull up. Look how small the green window was. Bang. Now, again, we don't have our max +1s, max +2s, but we're getting that shot to go because we have that 93 mid-range rating. Triple threat, step back, toying with him a little bit. Should have shot the 3 right there. Look, bro, you can literally just glide on this game, and I messed up right there. I tried to take a dunk, but it made me take a mid-range. That's my fault, but yeah, man, the dribble moves look crazy. You can literally get really glidey on this build. All right, game point right here. I'm saucing up a little bit, you know, toying with him, playing games with him, mind games. Hey, come here. Taking it all the way to the rim. Big green window. I'm wide open, and that's game. So we ended up playing a new game right here. I got the rock. Look at that speed boost. It's beautiful, bro. So in this build, remember, I have an 86 speed with ball. On my 6'8", I'm only going to have a 75. But, bro, take a look at what I'm doing. Come here. Come here. I want those ankles. I want those ankles all the way. Come on. Got the rock once again. I'm telling you, that triple threat is so smooth, bro. You can literally just shift directions, man. I'm telling y'all, man, I think the move is 6'6" or 6'8". Of course, if you're a little guard, I would definitely recommend, you know, if you're used to playing on little guards, go 6'4" or even shorter. Take a look at that. Straight to the rack. Sheesh. We're going to play some defense right here. I'm really just showing the offensive highlights. I get a blitz steal. Take it all the way to the rim. Let's see what I can do right here. It's 18-8. Hollywood's getting that belt, little momentum crossover combo and up. Look at me speed boosting. Oh my gosh. I'm telling y'all, man, y'all are going to have so much fun on this game. Like, listen, this isn't going to be a perfect game. 2K is never perfect, but man, the game speed, oh my gosh. They finally did it right. They finally did the game speed right. Comboing up, a little misdirection, toying around with Hollywood. Step back. Bang! A little mid-range shot with that 93 midi. Hey, man, listen. I'm excited for 2K26. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, man. I think that 6'8" point guard build is going to be crazy. If you don't like the 6'8", definitely recommend using the 6'6". Hopefully you guys enjoyed the gameplay. I'm very tired, but I hope y'all did enjoy this video. If you guys want the best center build up next, leave a like, subscribe. I'm going to see you guys in the next one. I'm out. Peace.